Hey Celtics fans! Buckle up because the off-season drama is just getting started and the Boston Celtics are right at the center of it all. The season may be over. The confetti may have already fallen, but the front office is now facing some of the most difficult decisions in recent franchise history. The financial reality is hitting hard, and Boston is staring down a luxury tax bill that could climb to a staggering $500 million next season. Yes, you heard that right, $500 million just in tax penalties if they keep this current roster intact. And that kind of number forces even the most successful teams to think twice about keeping everyone together. One name that keeps popping up in trade rumors and discussions is none other than Jrue Holiday, a key piece of the championship puzzle, a leader on and off the court, and one of the most respected two-way guards in the entire NBA. But basketball is a business, and when the money gets this crazy, even beloved players can find themselves on the trade block. Holiday still has 3 full seasons remaining on his current deal, a 4-year agreement worth $134 million in total value. That's a big commitment for any franchise, especially one that's already paying top dollar for other core stars. Now, according to reports coming out recently, including some insights from NBA salary cap experts, there's growing belief that Jrue Holiday could be on the move this summer, and more interestingly, that his next destination could take him out west. 2 teams have emerged as serious potential suitors: the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Both organizations have shown interest in bolstering their backcourt, and Holiday's name is surfacing more and more in league circles tied to both franchises. The situation with both Dallas and the Clippers gets even more intriguing when you factor in the contract situations up to major stars, Kyrie Irving and James Harden. Both players hold player options for next season, which means their decisions could directly affect how much flexibility each team has to chase someone like Holiday. If Kyrie stays in Dallas, or if Harden opts in with the Clippers, that limits cap space and trade assets. But if either one decides to walk, that opens the door wide for a team to get aggressive and make a move for a player of Holiday's caliber. The fit for Holiday in both places makes a ton of sense. For the Mavericks, pairing him with Luka Doncic would give them a defensive anchor in the backcourt, something Dallas has desperately needed for years. Holiday's ability to guard multiple positions, slow down perimeter threats, and still contribute efficiently on offense would make him the perfect complement to Luka's high-usage, offensive-heavy style. Imagine the impact Holiday could have in late-game situations, locking down opposing guards and giving Dallas the toughness they lacked at times during their playoff runs. Over in Los Angeles, the Clippers are in a win-now mode and have been for what feels like forever. Injuries and bad luck have derailed them year after year, but with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George still in place, adding Holiday could be the final piece to push them over the hump. His playoff experience, defensive intensity, and ability to hit clutch shots make him the type of veteran presence the Clippers have been missing. And let's not forget, Jrue Holiday is not just a role player, he's been the missing link on not 1 but 2 championship contending rosters before. First with the Milwaukee Bucks and then with the Boston Celtics. His presence on a team often signals serious postseason success. But here's the twist that Celtics fans need to brace for. Boston rewarded Holiday with this big contract after he helped deliver a championship. But that very same deal could now be the reason his time in green and white comes to an end. It's one of those bittersweet realities of professional sports. Teams build, they invest, they win, but then the financial side catches up, and tough choices have to be made. There's also the looming issue of the new second apron rules and the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. Boston's front office is well aware of the penalties and restrictions that come with staying over that line. These new rules are designed to force teams to be more fiscally responsible and prevent the richest teams from stacking talent indefinitely. For the Celtics, that means getting under the second apron is more than just a suggestion, it's quickly becoming a necessity. And moving a big contract like Holiday's could be one of the most realistic paths to doing that. Now, don't expect rival teams to make life easy for Boston. Other front offices know exactly what position the Celtics are in, and they will not hesitate to play hardball in trade talks. Boston may very well have to attach a draft asset just to offload Holiday's contract. It's the kind of situation where the Celtics could end up sacrificing future capital just to create financial breathing room in the present. It's a tough pill to swallow for fans who just watched this group lift a championship trophy. But that's the price of maintaining long-term competitiveness under the league's new financial landscape. And let's be clear, any team that lands Jrue Holiday this summer is not just getting a good player, they're getting a proven winner. A high-level competitor who can change the complexion of a playoff series. Whether it's with the Clippers, the Mavericks, or another surprise team that swoops in, Holiday's impact is undeniable. He brings leadership, defense, playoff experience, and a calm presence under pressure that very few players in the league can match. For Celtics fans, the emotional attachment to Holiday runs deep. He was a huge part of the team's title run, and many in Boston would love nothing more than to see him retire in green. But with the kind of salary commitments the franchise is carrying right now, keeping everyone together might just be a financial impossibility, even for a front office as sharp and creative as Brad Stevens and his crew. The reality is that Boston's front office is walking a financial tightrope, trying to balance roster competitiveness with the brutal constraints of the new collective bargaining agreement. For Brad Stevens, who has already proven himself to be a master at roster construction and finding value in trades, this is going to be one of his most challenging off-seasons to date. The decisions made over the next few weeks will not just shape next season, they could define the next several years of Celtics basketball. And Jrue Holiday sits right at the heart of that decision-making process. Fans may wonder why the Celtics would even consider moving a player of Holiday's caliber after winning a championship, but when you break down the numbers, the reasoning becomes clearer. Boston is carrying max contracts for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with both deals climbing year after year. Kristaps Porzingis is locked in at significant money as well, and Derek White is due for a major extension soon. Al Horford, even in the twilight of his career, remains on the books. When you add all that up, Holiday's salary becomes a prime target for adjustment, especially with the new tax penalties escalating quickly for teams sitting above the second apron. What makes Holiday's situation so tricky is that he's not just a high-salary player, he's also incredibly valuable on the court and in the locker room. He's the kind of guy who sets the tone defensively from the opening tip, takes on the toughest backcourt assignment night after night, and delivers big plays when it matters most. Removing that presence creates a huge hole, not just in the rotation but in the team's identity. The Celtics have built their recent success around versatility, toughness, and a next-man-up mentality, and Holiday exemplifies all of those qualities. But again, the financial squeeze is real. The second apron not only limits spending but also restricts a team's ability to make certain types of transactions. It affects the flexibility to sign buyout players during the season, restricts aggregate salary trades, and even puts limitations on future draft picks. Staying above the second apron for consecutive years comes with even harsher penalties. It is a domino effect that Boston is clearly trying to avoid, and moving Holiday now, while his value remains high and before additional restrictions kick in, may be the proactive move the front office feels it has to make. For teams like the Mavericks and the Clippers, the appeal of trading for Holiday is obvious. Both franchises are in win-now mode, both have stars already in place, and both are looking for that final piece to push them deeper into championship contention. Dallas, for example, saw firsthand how valuable strong perimeter defense can be during the playoffs, especially when facing teams with multiple scoring threats. Adding Holiday next to Luka Doncic would not only take defensive pressure off Luka, but also give the Mavericks another experienced floor general who knows how to run an offense and manage crucial late-game possessions. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a move that's already sending shockwaves through the NBA community, whispers are beginning to circulate about a blockbuster deal involving the Boston Celtics. According to sources close to the situation, the Celtics may have just pulled the trigger on a stunning trade that would send not one, but two of their current stars packing, all in exchange for Latvian big man Kristaps Porzingis. While no official confirmation has come from the league office yet, insiders claim the deal was finalized earlier today and could be announced imminently. This potential trade has left fans and analysts scrambling for answers. Could the Celtics really be dismantling part of their core after such a strong 2024-25 campaign? It's a possibility that no one saw coming, especially after Porzingis' season was marred by nagging injuries. Yet, if the rumors are true, Boston's front office may be betting big on his upside and versatility to reshape their front court and provide a new dynamic to an already elite roster. The identity of the two departing stars remains under wraps, but speculation is already running rampant. Could it be Jaylen Brown and Derek White? Or perhaps Drew Holiday is one of the names on the move. The franchise has been notoriously tight-lipped. Fueling even more intrigue, Porzingis, when healthy, offers an elite combination of rim protection, shooting, and floor spacing that few big men in the league can match. Still, parting with two top contributors for one injury-prone talent would be a gamble of epic proportions, one that could define the Celtics' near future, for better or worse. Some league executives believe this may be a prelude to an even bigger move, possibly setting the stage for a superstar acquisition or an overhaul of the team's playing style under coach Joe Mazzulla. Until details emerge, fans are left in suspense, dissecting every tweet, cryptic Instagram post, and press silence. One thing is certain: if this trade does go through, the balance of power in the East may be shifting again, and the Celtics are making sure they're at the center of the conversation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.